governments remain in campaign mode instead of governance mode. So here my question is, should the fate of 1.4 billion people be dictated by political timelines and electoral compulsions? And what about the cost? 60,000 crores in 2019 alone were spent in elections, money that could have been used to build thousands of hospitals, modernize education, and strengthen our defense forces. And beyond money, there is also a cost of time. A startup policy was delayed in Bengaluru. An irrigation project was stalled in Uttar Pradesh. So how can a Bharat progress when government is repeatedly put on pause? How can we dream of that $5 trillion economy when decision-making is shackled by continuous elections? This is why one nation, one election is not just a reform, but a revolution. Our freedom fighters did not dream of a constitution or a nation only to be stuck in electoral chaos. Dr. Ambedkar, Netaji Bose, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, they built this nation with a great vision. Every great transformation faces resistance before becoming into reality. For example, was independence easy? Was independence easy? No. Was uniting India easy? No. But nothing great has ever been achieved or received without courage. My dear fellow members of the parliament, let us be awakened. Let us be awakened not just from the political freedom, but from the freedom to govern wisely, to dream boldly, and to think infinitely. The spirit of Ek Bharat, Shrestha Bharat demands that we move beyond fragmented governance. So today, I leave you with this thought. We do not stumble because of mountains, but we stumble because of the small stones in our path. To build a great nation, we do not need grand promises, but actions. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.